To remain updated with the latest business news, click on the bell icon.
Rapid antigen tests have become very popular over the past couple of months for obvious reasons. But how do they compare and stack up against an RT PCR test? Is there a way, while you're doing it at home, to do it in a more efficient way? And how much can we trust those results? My colleague Devina has all the details.
Could we just start with understanding a little bit what exactly is this rapid antigen test and how does it work?
Essentially, what it consists of is a plastic cassette with a paper or cardboard strip embedded in it. And on this strip is a reagent which consists of an antibody that will bind the SARS-CoV-2 antigen.
So what's really the difference then between the test that you would do in a lab versus a home test?
RT PCR or the RT lamp, the molecular tests, they have a very, very high analytical sensitivity, which means that they can detect very, very small amounts of virus in the sample.
Right.
Whereas the rapid antigen tests, they have a lower analytical sensitivity in the sense that the person has to have a lot more virus in them for the test to return a positive result. Molecular tests, so the nucleic acid amplification tests, are really good at detecting infection. So even in the earliest phase of infection or in the later phase of infection, those tests will generally be positive. Whereas the rapid antigen tests are really only going to return a positive when the person has a very, very high viral load. So they may miss early infections, they may miss late infections, but when a person is really infectious, they will have a good accuracy, good sensitivity. Both the tests, kind of have slightly different times at which they have maximum utility. The rapid antigen tests are really good when a person is likely to be very contagious, very infectious, but they may miss early and late infections.
Let's really now understand from you, what is the right way to conduct a rapid antigen test?
So I'm going to open the test now, tear the aluminum foil, and this is the rapid antigen test. So there's a C line, which is the control line.
Yeah.
For the test to be valid, the control line, has to change color. And then you'll see below the control line, there's a T line. That's the test line.
Okay.
So if the control line is present and the test line is not present after 15 minutes, that's a negative test.
All right.
If the control line is present and the test line is present, even if it's a really, really faint line, it's positive. Place this on a flat surface. Open the swab. And this is the part that's going to go into the nose. Tilt the head just a little back.
Yeah.
Hold the swab flat and straight. So it's going to go in flat and straight. Don't insert it upwards. Tilt your head back and go flat. Go slow. Be gentle. So first one side. Slow and low, about 2 to 3 centimeters in. Rotate 5 times clockwise, 5 times anti-clockwise. Takes about 5 seconds. Withdraw slowly, low and slow into the other side. About 2 to 3 centimeters in. Rotate 5 times each way. Now we're going to remove the swab.
Yep.
I'm going to put the swab into the buffer tube. Rotate it inside 10 times. So 10 times clockwise, 10 times anti-clockwise. Then while withdrawing the swab, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch this plastic tube. So I'm going to squeeze the swab. Now don't remove the swab completely. Just break the swab. Put the dropper on. So you see this little well here?
Yes.
I'm going to put 4 drops into that well. Okay, so I've put 4 drops into this. And now we wait for 15 minutes. So this is a test I performed a little earlier, about 15 minutes back.
Great.
And you can see the control line is a bright red or maroon, and there is no positive test line. So I'm just going to show you some examples of positive tests. If you can see this, here there is a single line, the control line, that's negative. Here you can see there's a really faint line. That's a positive test.
Wow, that is extremely faint. Yeah, that's easy to miss.
And you can see here there's a very faint line, but that's also a positive test.
Right.
And of course, the final one you can see is really bright positive. I'll show you
Absolutely.
another image that shows how these evolve over time. And you can see here on day 0, there's
Yeah.
a really faint line, but it's there. Then later that in the same day, it gets stronger. And then after that, day 1, so this is from symptom onset. Through the rest of the days, it's really bright. You can see again by about day 8, it's getting light. By day 9, there's a really faint line. Even on day 10, you can see a really, really faint line. So even on day 10, there's a really faint line.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's important not to miss these really faint lines.
Now that's some timely and useful information by Devina and Dr. Parekh, so thank you for that.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.